All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Pat the 60, pat the 60. Ready.
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And his first pass falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
Ready up.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a 3rd pass now here. Daniels throwing on 3rd. And he's touched down after a nice pick up there to get the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Come on, 19, Charger, 19.
Daniels is going to throw again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
Again, Daniels to the air. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Chicago. These guys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Deebo Samuel the touchdown. Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-0. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 42. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
3rd down run by Gibbs. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. Here comes the 4th down snap to Goff. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Rolling on 1st down, Daniels finds him over the middle. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
McLaughlin has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a 2nd down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a 1st down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
Stopped at the line on 2nd. Need to fight forward 2 more yards here on 3rd and goal. They go to him again. And this time he mixed it in. Touchdown, Chicago. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. They get 28 out of that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap here to go. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Percy Butler on the coverage.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. The scoreboard reads 13-0. Back to the Windy City in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. Pass it down close. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. From the gun, Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions make it a 1-score game in the first half. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, he looked like he'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions get it back to within 6.
13. Visitors 7.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusting tight end.
And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Come on.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown.